It's been a little while since there was a good old-fashioned pot comedy in theaters, but there's a new one on the way, which made us think, oh yeah, remember Dazed and Confused? And hopefully several 100,000 of you guys do remember it and like it, or else this is all going to go very, very poorly. By the way, no, we're not going to include the origin story behind Alright, because the whole internet heard that one already. So here are 7 other things you didn't know about Dazed and Confused. Probably. Dazed and Confused was Richard Linklater's first studio film, and even though it didn't have a huge budget, he still managed to spend more money within its first 2 minutes than he did on his indie film Slacker in its entirety. In fact, those 2 minutes alone cost more than 4 times what Slacker did. We're not going to play the song here because the robots will find it and sue us, but Dazed and Confused opens with Aerosmith's Sweet Emotion, and it cost production $100,000 just to clear that one song, which, by the way, Aerosmith did not let them include on the film's soundtrack. For what it's worth, even after blowing 100 G's on one song, Linklater and his team still somehow managed to come in under budget by the end of the film. Plus, the soundtrack went on to sell millions of copies without any help from Aerosmith. So take those scarves and shove them up your ass, Steven Tyler. Yes, all of them. I'll wait. The stolen statues that get painted to look like Kiss come up a few times in the movie, but not nearly as much as they were supposed to originally. Richard Linklater had actually wanted it to be Ronald McDonald that got a Gene Simmons makeover, but McDonald's wouldn't let them use their characters for the film. The idea had to be changed, and Linklater felt that it just didn't work as well. That's why the Kiss statues aren't in Dazed and Confused as much as he'd planned. Come to think of it, it's probably a good thing he didn't try to paint Ronald McDonald to look like Steven Tyler. They need to have been double f***ed.
Let's go, come on. Oh, shit! Yeah, lady! That's on the pond! How you doing, boys?
Remember this car chase with O'Banion and his friends terrorizing the new freshman? Well, you probably didn't notice that there are already skid marks on the road when they pull out. That's because this was actually the second take of the scene, which is how we wind up with this double skid mark situation that you see here, and that you'll never be able to unsee every time you watch this movie from now on. By the way, look out for my comedy album, Double Skid Mark Situation, dropping this fall, motherfuckers. Dazed and Confused was meant to be Richard Linklater's American Graffiti, and parallels are pretty obvious, and he even threw in this 1950s car just as a fun way to reference it. But you probably didn't know that Dazed and Confused also deliberately references Psycho. It happens right at the beginning of Dazed when it establishes a specific date and time for the film's events. Sure, Alfred Hitchcock didn't do the whole date, time, and location thing all on one screen, so Linklater did tweak it to make it his own. But you get the idea. Incidentally, Dazed also pays homage to Night of the Hunter later on. In Night of the Hunter, Lillian Gish is the badass lady with the shotgun, and in Dazed, it's Carl's mom, played by Catherine Asher. Boom. Bonus thing you didn't know.
Get the hell off my property.
In this scene at the Little League game, most people don't know that there's a body double for Mitch. The actor, Wiley Wiggins, had somehow never played baseball ever in his life. So, during casting, when the filmmakers asked him if he had, he just lied and said that he did. When it came time to shoot the scene, he had no point of reference for how to pitch a baseball, and Linklater's attempts to coach him still weren't enough for him to look, not like a complete spaz.
If God had meant me to play baseball, he would have given me a glove. That's all I can see.
So they had to shoot a stunt double from behind for the pitch, and Wiggins had to do his best to fake a convincing windup in the shots where you see his face. In this close-up, where he's doing his best to look like a killer, just know that all the real-life Little League extras in the sequence are laughing at him off camera. And now that I know that, so am I. Did you know that Renee Zellweger is in Dazed and Confused? See? That was her, right there. She doesn't have any lines or anything, but she is in the film a whole bunch. She and Matthew McConaughey were both students at the University of Texas when they were cast in the movie. Of course, things worked out a bit better for McConaughey and Dazed. After all, Wooderson is cemented as an all-time legendary movie character.
You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
But, Renee Zellweger is doing fine.
Yeah.
You cool, man?
Like how?
Okay.
Guess what? That's a wig. Rory Cochrane, who plays Ron Slater, had very short hair at the time of Dazed and Confused, so they put a hat wig on his head. That's right, he's basically wearing one of those things you get from a Halloween store where the wig hair is attached to the hat. Is anyone else slightly disappointed to learn that thing? I don't know what it is, but I feel like life made a lot more sense when we all thought that Slater's hair was real. This is kind of depressing, actually. I'm not sure what to say.
All right.
Ha! Okay, I feel better.
All right.
Nice. Just never gets old. Matthew McConaughey insists that it never gets old.
All right.
All right. We get it. We're going to call it a day, but let us know in the comments what your favorite high school coming-of-age, underage drinking, teenagers doing illegal drugs movies are. If there's some overwhelming consensus, maybe we'll cover one of them here on the show. Who knows? Actually, we know, but we're not telling. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out Cinefix.com and subscribe for more true-ish things about movies and sometimes McConaughey right here on Things You Didn't Know.